That's right, you read the title. This red BuuHan's gonna be ass. Like, do not summon for this banner. I swear to God, this BuuHan is so bad. He will be so bad, and I can explain to you why. So during the Legends 2020 Legends Festival, right? They released Red Dispo. Red Dispo had low offensive stats, but he had a massive damage boost in his kit. He got 80%, which back in the day was a very sizable buff, but he had poor offensive stats, therefore he did no damage, and he took a lot back. BuuHan is built the exact same way. First of all, let me read you his primary stat. He's a range type who gets 90% damage inflicted, I believe. He gets another 30 to 50% extra blast damage, and then whenever the enemy uses a tag ability, he gets another 40% damage inflicted. So in total, he has about 100 and I don't know, 80, no, not 80, like 150% blast damage, right? Issue is, first of all, 40% of that damage is locked behind fighting a tag character, which in my recent fights, I have not fought a 17 and 18 that often, and Goku and Vegeta, they're pretty good at 14 stars, but outside of that, like Red 2, they're kind of falling off for me personally. I don't know what you guys use, right? My equipment's... Point is, right? You're not going to see as many tag characters. The tag EX characters, I have never seen in PvP. So you have a character with 130% extra blast damage, whose stats are the worst of 2022 offensively. He has 238,000 blast attack as his primary stat, and he has 241,000 for his strike attack. That is terrible. Those are the worst offensive stats you will see in this year, period. You want to know why Purple transforming Broly from Dragon Ball Super was really good? The one that has the Zenkai Awakening, by the way. It was really good when it released because he had the highest stats in the game. Ultra Gogeta was the best because not only did he have the highest stats in the game, he was getting 100% damage inflicted. Oh yeah, by the way, did you guys realize that literally every single character that comes out now just gets like 100% damage inflicted for free now? As well as 50% damage reduced. So, they essentially gave BuuHan the same amount of stats. They didn't even give him like 200% damage inflicted. No, they gave him 150, while everyone else and their mother is literally sitting with 120% extra dealt damage and, higher offensive stats by 20,000. So, you pick. Which one are you going to use? Are you going to use Ultra Gogeta? Or are you going to use BuuHan, who has lower offensive stats, who's getting bigger buffs, but, he has lower offensive stats by like a billion, so he's not going to do any form of damage. By the way, those stats I just mentioned were him at maxed out, so, you have to backtrack. So him at 2 stars is probably going to have less than 200,000 for each offense, which is very fucking bad. Let's take a look at what else this BuuHan can do, because quite frankly, him having the worst stats of 2022 is just... I don't understand why they do such a thing. Alright, well, on his green card, he can do Obscure for 3 counts. How the fuck are you supposed to use that in neutral? Alright, let me explain why. First of all, you know how Purple Whis, has the Obscure effect on his green card as well? The reason why that's good is because A, he holds 2 green cards instead of 1, but also his Obscure lasts for 10 counts. Granted, you have to hit Purple Whis' green card to land the Obscure, and this one you just have to use the green card. However, 3 counts and 10 counts are night and day differences. The reason why Obscure is so powerful is because your opponent cannot make any offensive moves. When the opponent is obscured, you're supposed to make the offensive move, right? You're supposed to float in a mid-range blast, because if they click a strike card without blast armor, they get hit. If they make a move in mid-range and it turns out to be a mid-range strike, they lose the interaction, right? If they hit a full screen blue card or full screen green card from far range and it turns out to be, one of these long animations, or it's a dash-in green card or blue card, they lose the interaction, right? And 10 counts allows you to do a lot more. Obscure gets stronger the longer it lasts. 3 counts is literally a strike seal. You know what Blue Kaioken does? He does 2 counts of strike seal. That's powerful, but you just don't have to do anything for those 2 counts, and then it's over. First of all, BuuHan doesn't do an Obscure effect whenever he comes in. He does it on his green card. How the fuck am I supposed to use this? Do I vanish and then I use it? Okay, my opponent's going to dash up to me and tap me, and then the Obscure's over. When my opponent drop combos me, I'm going to fucking die. Also, he's using cards, so he's going to continue to combo me, so it doesn't fucking matter. In mid-range, so I can do a mid-range blast, I mean, they're just gonna vanish me and they'll get their cards back. How am I supposed to use this? Explain to me how. 3 counts is pointless. If it was 5 counts, I'd be like, okay, you can use it, because then your opponents are locked out of their cards for 5 counts. With Obscure for 3 counts, they can still do things, and it comes back insanely fast. You don't have a bunch of green cards. You don't want to run this BuuHan in the first place because he has 4 damage. How am I supposed to use this? Alright, the only positive he has is getting his main to get a blue card, which has 20% to do feint, which isn't even that great. I mean, 20% is a high chance, but it's not the blue Broly Zenkai one, who has a 30% chance to feint, and this BuuHan will deal 0 damage. I don't understand what you'd want to use this BuuHan for. I don't understand. He has a strike cover change. That's standard at this point. He doesn't have any cover nullification at this point. That's, like, standard at this point. He doesn't have it, though, because, you know, he's a character who combos, but he doesn't have any cover null, and he's a 2022 unit post 4th anniversary. I don't understand. This makes no sense. He is a terrible character. They literally made a worse red dispo for this. It's dumb. It's dumb, it's mind-boggling, it's stupid. He's gonna die in one combo with Ultra Gogeta because they literally just re-released him. The tag droids are going to fuck him in the asshole. Super Saiyan 3 will literally lick this guy inside out. I don't know what you want me to tell you. This guy is gonna be bad. He will always be bad. He will never be good. Stop releasing characters with terrible stats, because stats are the only thing that matter in this game. I swear to God, I'm done. I don't want to talk about this game anymore. This game, they make so many bad decisions. I don't understand. This BuuHan sucks. I'm done. Bye. I'm done. I don't want to. No, I'm done.
貴様ごときがこのフリーザに勝てるわけがない。